piece of me, boy. Go, go, go. Yeah. Outstanding. Rock and roll.
And so here I go, driving through Seoul, through the Gangnam area, in the Istra van, with Hwani, the Istra manager. Hi, Hwani.
Hi, what's up?
And it's raining today, as you can see, which is historically good luck for the Istra team. Hopefully that means not that Istra will beat WeMade, but that Yos will win Courage. Isn't that right, Hwani?
Well, I really hope he does well, because we didn't expect anything from Noni at his first Courage, you know. But he did great.
Yeah.
Everybody know.
Finals, man, barely
awesome,
lost.
Man. So I hope you'll surprise us.
I hope so too. I'd be quite surprised if he managed to win. You know, a Zerg player, only one foreigner has ever won Courage. Noni came so close. So hopefully today
but
will be the
day.
day.
Nobody won in Seoul. You have to know that.
That's true. Seoul is harder than the Busan one.
Yeah, Busan anywhere.
Yeah.
All the good players come to Seoul because sometimes they get picked up right away from there.
That's right.
The Courage match in Seoul, but in Busan or the other cities, they won't.
Yeah, you know, the Courage match is held at the On Game Net studios, so pro teams are always around in that area. It's a good place if you can qualify there. Very, very hard though. So anyways, off we go to the Easter house to find Rhett, and off we will go to the tournament. So here we are. It's the morning before Pro League. Suli and Haga watching the TV, getting ready. Where is Rhett? 안녕하세요, tester. Rhett is nowhere to be found. Oh, I think he might be in bed still. Please don't be naked. So here I am with Rhett, aka Pocket Zerg, in a cab on our way to the Courage match. Now we had to go a little bit early because the Easter match is until later. Rhett has an early group, so we got to get down there. And Rhett, what are your feelings about today's Courage?
Well, it's all a big question mark to me as to how good the other players are going to be. I heard there are some good players in my group.
Yeah.
Like people that are already training with pro teams. They just don't have their license yet. But we'll see. Hopefully I can play my best and get a little lucky, and
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
What do you feel about these various matchups that you have? Yellow?
Well, my ZVP and ZVT are definitely the best ones, obviously. ZVP, if I scout well and don't get surprised by anything, then I should be fine.
Will do.
Against most players.
Alright, see.
ZVT, I should be fine as well, I think, as long as I don't, fuck up my micro, my muta micro especially. So I don't expect to lose against Terran and Protoss, really. I guess it's going to come down to ZVZ, which is okay, if I get a good build order without being too far behind, and if I scout. Sometimes on full play maps you don't scout till like 5 minutes into the game, and ZVZ is like a big guessing game between the two players, and I don't really like that, but my ZVZ is like okay, but there probably will be better ZVZ players at the tournament than me, so.
I see. Well, alright, excellent. And one other quick question. You've chosen not to wear a seatbelt. Any reason for that?
Not particularly.
No
Except
reason?
there's big chairs in front of me, so I don't think anything will happen.
That's ignorant.
But people at home should always wear their seatbelts.
Well, thank you for the public service
Because it is safer.
It is safer. And those of us who love life...
I like to live life on the edge, so what can I say? I'm a risk taker.
I guess so. Wouldn't be in Korea otherwise. Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So here we are on this rainy day. Adios.
Hello.
There's our target. The courage is held way, way up there. And it's getting pretty exciting, isn't it? It's about noon. We have to go check you in immediately.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So what do you think about these maps? Moonglaive, Fighting Spirit, Heartbreak Ridge.
Not as good as the last three.
Yeah.
Not as good for Zerg at all. I really don't like Moonglaive against Protoss.
Moonglaive against Protoss. Why is that?
Well, because Protoss can either, fast expand normally, but a lot of them seem to play one base, and if you don't scout it, you're so used to making your third at another expansion, so you have to really be careful about what they're exactly doing. So I don't know. I'm not having too good results on ICUP on that map. So
Ouch. Well, you are pretty highly ranked on there. But anyways, I must put the camera away. It's raining quite heavily on it. Don't want to break it. And here we go, up the escalator. Upside down. Some Courage players waiting about. Various players waiting matches. Waving to us because we're white. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Over here is where the sign-ups are. Or rather, we're already signed up. Just got to go check in. Rhett with his Eastro bag. Identifiable as one of the Gosus of the tournament already. Autofocus still on the camera. Got to fix that somehow. And now it's, well, that's not actually the sign-up. That's for you. Hey Terry, how's it going?
Good, good.
And we gotta go find where to sign up. The desk is not out here right now. Alright, so we just ate at this sandwich place. It was pretty good. A little bit expensive for the size sandwiches they give though. And now it's time to go up. We got actually there a little bit early. Sign-ups have just started for Rhett's group. And so up we go. And this is it. It's time to go get signed up and have everyone stare at you because you're white and signing up for Courage.
can't wait, man.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You see Courage players gathering around. Is the sign-up guy out there yet?
Yeah, I see the player. I see the person.
Nice. People all sitting around. Some of them loners. Some of them here with groups of friends. Watch this, they're gonna wave again. 안녕하세요. Good luck.
They know you or what the fuck?
Oh man, we're white. Alright, and here we go. This is this sign-up area. 안녕하세요. Nice to see you again. Joseph.
Yes. Ready, show me your ID card.
What is your list?
Zerg.
Okay, thank you.
감사합니다.
So that's it? I'm signed up now?
You are signed up. Now we wait.
Awesome. They'll just come to us and tell us on the computer?
At about 1 o'clock, everyone will gather around and they'll call out your name and tell you your computer number. Alright, that's it. It's starting to fill up. Almost time for the next group to start playing. More and more little nerds coming out for their chance to become pro gamers. See Rhett right there. Fixing his hair. Looking down. More and more players just filtering up. Rhett's first glimpse of the Courage room.
I think it's kind of standing in the way here. I don't know.
Same room that they do OSL, MSL quals in. is the Courage Room. Also map test, minor league. Basically everything that has a large number of players playing is done in this room. We see that the previous group still has players in here finishing up. The best of the best. This poor guy right near the door, that has to be the worst seat in the whole place. There's a guy that runs Courage every time. I'm sure you've seen him in previous videos. He also went to Chengdu for WCG. I don't know what he did there, but I saw him quite a bit. So yeah, now we're just waiting. They're about to call on the players and give them seats. We're at the front of the door, waiting to get in. So many nerds. All giving me funny looks for taping them. You excited?
I am excited, yes. Can't wait to play.
I am excited too, man. I can't wait to watch you destroy nerds all day.
Are you going to be able to sit behind me or whatever?
I will wander around.
You're going to watch better players first?
That's it, man. We'll watch those kids that make nothing but Zerglings at Courage.
That's it today.
You put Yost first in the bracket? Because
everyone for the first
Can I set up my stuff?
Huh?
Can I set up my stuff?
지금 장비
상대가 나와야.
looks like Rhett has a bye first round. Congratulations, buddy. You're on to stick around already. You are good. What you see in front of you is a kid with an SKT1 backpack. That means, of course, that he is in the SKT1 house as a practice partner. We have seen Woongjin, KTF, SKT1. Have we seen any other ones in your group?
Oh yeah.
Out of the 4 groups today, this group is considered the hardest group. It has Yusro, KTF, Woongjin, and SKT1 practice partners. This includes Yost in the tournament. So it's going to be pretty damn hard. But I have faith in our European champion. Oops. There's a Hua Sung-A's kid too. Well, that's a pretty hard group. Now this doesn't have a lot to do with Courage, just kind of a little aside. Take a look at how tight this kid's pants are. I can't stand it when I see people wearing pants that tight. Because think about it. To get those pants on and off, how ridiculously hard could that be? Just imagine trying to pull that on or off your foot. Your foot does not go straight down like your leg, and those are so skin tight on his legs. You see how there's like ripples at the knees? That's because that's where it bends, and that's the only way that those pants are going to bend is if there's ripples there. Now, imagine trying to get that off your foot. Look at your standard human foot, right? Sticks out. Imagine trying to get something that tight off your foot. You'd have to go down like a ballerina. It's completely ridiculous. It doesn't look cool, and it makes me angry the amount of time that he probably has to spend. And look, there we have another one. God, the amount of time you have to spend on that. Unreal. Horrible style. I hate it. And finally, after waiting just about forever, here he goes. Computer number 40.
PS2 USB converter.
PS2 USB converter.
He also has a PS2 keyboard, so we'll be using the converter. So next to a Terran player. Exciting. Take a look around. I don't know if this camera really picks up the sound of a million words pressing keys all at once on the same exact keyboard, because they're all robots. But it's a beautiful sound. Yeah, it's Jadon taking a break. And now he has all his stuff plugged in, getting ready to practice, setting up his settings. Stone-faced killer, ready for action. This guy's going BSB against the Zerg and Moonglaive. Poor guy. Little kid next to him. Oh, I guess the little kid lost. Bye, little kid. Very hot in here. Alright, after successfully signing up myself for the next round, I'm going to go in and see Yost. He's playing his very first game. I'm not sure what race his opponent is, but encourage you must choose. You cannot switch your race through games. That's one of the reasons Eos stopped playing TVZ. So we see him playing here. Looks relaxed, has his setup right. Going for a 12 hat. So he's going to play normal. He was trying to decide earlier whether you should be doing pull first or hatch first overall as a rule here. I suggested to him to pull first in the first couple rounds just to be safe, but at the same time, whatever. Okay, it is a Terran player. Ouch. I guess CB micro. I guess actually I should zoom in for you guys. I'm like watching it, not on the viewfinder. There we go, he scouts the base now. No gas. Bionic style. There's a lot of good practice against this against Hydra. I feel more confident when I watch him play against Bionic than against Mechanic personally. Because there's just so many variations of Mechanic still. So anyways, I don't have infinity battery and I'm hoping it gets really far, so I'm not going to film every part of every game. Just give you little updates on it. Alright, I have located the player that Rhett is playing in his first match. This is his screen that we can see here. From what I can see, it's pretty standard Bionic play. He's already got 2 Axes up and eBay making his turrets now. Eos, I believe, was actually going to hatchery. So this guy's counter to that. So far, so good. Oh, look at this. He's actually got fire bats in Eos's base, unfortunately. It's not what I wanted to see. Looks like he's going to go up to 4 racks as well. I'm going to go back and see those real quick. That's actually Eos's 3rd base. Couldn't see from my computer up there that he was attacking. Just sent some fire bats up there. Had a pretty good play. If you make some extra fire bats and he's not making a lot of mutas against 2 hat, you can send those fire bats off. They keep the mutas kind of busy for a bit, harass the 3rd base. And Eos does clean it up, but now he's lost some timing on his harassment with these mutas. There's a lot of mutas right now. He does have that 3rd base seemingly secured from what I saw on that other guy's screen. I don't think that base can die anytime soon. So, looking totally fine for Rhett so far. Actually kind of an exciting part of the game right now. It looks like Eos right now, he's getting lurkers making, but the Terran is in the middle of the map with a lot of Marines. It definitely looks like a 4-Axe build. This means if Rhett can get his lurkers in place defensively on top of the ramps and such, before he gets busted, it's going to be really, really great for him because we see the starport add-on is just finishing up. And there we go, a couple lurkers at the top of that ramp on the Moonblade going up. And I think he's going to be completely safe from anything this huge mass marine is going to do for now. And another thing to note is that Terran used to be Rhett's race against Zerg. He used to be one of the very best Terran vs. Zerg players outside of Korea. And he specialized in 4-Axe, a lot of pressure builds against the foreigner Zergs, and almost never lost them with it. So he really knows the ins and outs of it. And I've had many discussions with him over the years about 4-Axe, what it's used for, all that stuff. So I believe that strategically speaking, he's going to know exactly how to counter this perfectly, and I expect him to be able to take this game home. Another interesting part of the game has just occurred. Rhett actually went Guardian before Defiler, basically teching to both at the same time because it was very quick for gas and very lurker-light mid-game. And this guy went Wraiths, and actually I saw some of his control, and his Wraith control was actually quite good. Looked like pretty professional Wraith control overall against Rhett, but Rhett saw the Wraiths before the Guardians were going to morph and cancel them, and now it's just going with a lurker Defiler base plan while trying to secure his 4th gas at the north. No damage has been done to Rhett so far, and really no damage is done to the Terran either. But, with the 4th gas being made, the Terran's going to have to do something if he wants to stay in this game. Gigantic drop into Rhett's main. He loses his spawning pool and an evolution chamber. Pretty painful. I think it was probably a 3 dropship drop. In the meantime, in the middle of the map, Rhett lost a ton of lurkers to some spider mines, but he does have 4 gas up. His economy has not been touched yet. Yeah, so that's about it on it. The Terran player has a lot of vessels, but it looks like he's starting to crack a bit. Rhett does have a lot of supply at 141 right now. It's quite large in ZVT like this, where there's quite a lot of battles and drops going on. and also, well, yeah, he has a lot of irradiates, so much that he's wasting on overlords. It's a little bit dumb. But anyways, Rhett has plague, and for those few of you out there unlucky enough to have played against Rhett in a high-level TVZ where he gets plague, it's quite disgusting. He plagues everything all game. But it looks like right now he's actually kind of doing some weird attacks and stuff, but I've seen Rhett in this position in game before where he has these 4 bases on for this long. You know, his upgrades are great. He has all the Filer upgrades. His armor and attack are going up really high. And this Terran looks to me like he's starting to fall apart a little bit. As we see, he's having a hard time. He does have 3 base though. And this Terran does look quite good with a lot of vessels. So it's not over. But from what I've seen of Rhett before, I feel pretty good about where he is. Look at that plague in those vessels. Disgusting. Just disgusting. But he cannot lose that base. If he loses that base, the game's actually over. 4 lurkers there. A spore there as well. Smart move. Looks like he's getting drops now. Look at that. Cloning Scourge off. All irradiated. Ultralisks, also known as Haymakers, run into Marines. Actually, good play by this Terran player. Yo's not quite attacking with his full army at once. Spore Cloning doing a good job there. And he may in fact lose his base. This is actually quite a surprising turnaround. Looks like I was wrong. Yos is in trouble. It looks like he will lose that base, going down to 3 base against 3 base against this Terran. Which means he's going to have to rely ridiculously upon defilers at this point. Alright, so pretty sure we're going to see GG out of him in just moments. I'll save the battery for some more of the next game. That is the player that just beat Rhett in the first game. We just started the second game. And I was wondering, how the hell did Rhett just lose to someone in the first round of Courage? He was so good. And then I looked over here. That's right, he's playing a Woongjin Stars kid, so this kid has been on the team for longer than Rhett has. So definitely a worthy opponent. But I have faith in my European nerd. He's seriously angry at the moment, as you can see. Totally concentrated, didn't even look around after the game. And it is time for him to exact some revenge. The map is Fighting Spirit, and Red is at the top left. And I didn't get to catch it because I was setting up, but he has defeated Yos. Annyeonghaseyo. He's defeated him 2-0. Well, you know, it was kind of a disappointing day for both myself and Rhett.
Indeed.
You know, you got to buy the first round. We had to sit around for quite a while, and then you went into play. You ended up getting paired against one of the pros, well, not pros, but one of the prax partners. You are an Easter prax partner, and these guys were, there's one from KTF, one from Woongjin, one from Hwasung, one from SKT1. I think there was one other, I can't seem to remember now. Or maybe
SK
not.
Telecom.
Yeah, the SKT one. Okay, so anyways, there was a bunch of prax partners in that group. That was actually like the group of death for this Courage set. They actually told us before we even went in that that was the hardest group for today. And of course, with that many prax partners, pretty hard. Anyways, you know, you played in the second round against the Woongjin Terran.
Yeah.
I watched him. He was actually pretty good, man. I can't deny. What did you think about those games? First off, the first game. We watched that. It was a pretty close game for a while there. I thought you were going to win. You were on 4 gas, Ultra Defiler, but you lost your Mound, which actually... Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, I was doing pretty well, where I did indeed get up to 4 base gas. You know, got my Defiler mount, my double Evo Chambers upgrades going and everything. However, I didn't really do any damage to him with my Muta Lurker. So it was kind of even at that point, and normally it's a pretty good situation for Zerg where they can just camp till they have armor upgrades for Ultralisk, and then they just break out with Ultra Defiler. But unfortunately, like in so many games that I've already played over the years, 2 dropships got into my main at some point, which I guess you did catch from camera also.
Yeah, I saw them kill an Evo and a spawning pool, I believe.
No, he killed my Defiler mount and my Ultralisk cavern like 2 seconds before Ultra Armor finished. So, well, it's just really stupid for me to not catch the 2 dropships, because it's such a standard timing that every Terran that has skill is gonna at some point 2 dropship your main. So I really should just catch it, but I didn't. I lost my Ultra Cavern, lost my upgrades for Ultras, so my Ultras were useless at that point. I had to rebuild it. At that point, the Terran player mined up the whole map with spider mines and just took a shitload of bases, and actually did really well with map control, just mines everywhere, and like a ton of Marine, Medic, and Vessel. And you know, I tried to stop him from expanding everywhere, but with unupgraded Ultralisks and no more Defilers, it was just impossible against the Mine, Vessel, Marine combination. And I ended up losing the game. Pretty disappointing, actually.
Yeah. That was kind of disappointing. You know, I was watching, and I didn't catch him actually kill your mound in Ultra Den. I saw an Evo and a pool go down, I believe it was. But...
No, I didn't lose my pool.
Oh, well, I guess that's what that other exploded building was then.
I lost the Defiler Mount, an Ultralisk Cavern, and my one Evo chair.
Okay, yeah, I definitely saw the Evo, and I saw another bloody stump. But I thought that you were going to take it with the 4 gas. I guess that, you know, as you explained, you lost more than I saw there. So anyways, second game, Fighting Spirit.
Yep.
Tell us what happened there, because actually I had to go set up my stuff.
It started out the same way. He fast expanded. I went 2 Hatchmitas. What he did was he just played normal, got 2 barracks, Academy eBay, and then he added 2 barracks instead of making turrets. And what Terran likes to do with that build is just go out on the map against 2 Hatchmitas with your first group, just threaten to attack you, so you have to defend with your mutas all the time, and then just off the 4x like constantly reinforce, and then you know, push with 1 group of Marines to your 3rd base, and then send more Marines to your natural, and just have total map control. And I just fucked up. I just couldn't micro my mutas well enough to, you know, not be overwhelmed by his like very high Marine count, because the 4x build allows you to not make any turrets because you're attacking all the time. So basically Terran can just make 1 turret at each base, and they'll never be attacked, because if Zerg attacks the Terran main, then the Zerg player loses an expand, or his main, or his natural, or both, or whatever. So I just, you know, it was a really good build order that he did. Actually, the East Shore Terran player Fancy, I played with him a bunch, and he uses his build all the time, every time against 2 match, and it's just really strong. I can never really beat it. So this guy did a really strong build, and he played better than me, and I just lost. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Wow, so kind of a disappointment for sure, as we were saying before, but you know, there's another Courage next month. You're going to be playing a lot of TSL ladder and whatnot, a lot of ICUP games, a lot of games against Eastro members. Think you'll do better next time?
I definitely think I will do better next time, because
it's not very hard. Our Toast has done better than that like 8 times, man.
Yeah, I don't think this can be matched in terms of badness, but you know, to win Courage, you know, I'm not at the level where I need to be to win Courage. Realistically, I have to improve a lot in a month, and we'll just have to see. You know, I'm gonna be in the Easter House. I'm gonna be playing as much as I possibly can, and try my very best. And we'll see if I can improve fast enough to be, you know, at a level where I can consistently beat the practice partners from other teams, because, you know, even though they're just practice partners, I'm pretty sure they've been in the house much longer than I have.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
I've just been in the house for like
basically in the house.
Well, three days right now, and before that I had like 5 or 6 days. So.
Oh, okay. So not even 2 weeks quite yet.
I only had a week of playing. Then I had a month where it was really, you know, I was really busy during IAF.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't make excuses, but I just haven't played a lot yet.
Yeah.
And hopefully during the next month I can play each day consistently.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to do that.
Hopefully I'll do better, because if I won't do better, then something might be wrong with me. I don't know.
Something might be wrong with you. Yeah, I guess you can't really put it any better than that. All right. Well, best of luck to you.
Do you not want to talk about your games?
There's no reason to talk about that newbie that beat me.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for talking, and
you're welcome.
Of course, you have anything to say all those fans out there that were supporting you and spamming refresh during the tournament?
I'm really sorry I lost. I'm really disappointed.
You should be, man. You disappointed them.
And
That was mean of me. I'm sorry.
I will try much
like you.
harder. Thank you.
Thanks.
I will try much harder and, you know, just try my best. That's all I can do. So.
It'll be enough. I have faith, and everyone else does too.
Breathe.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I believe in you.